You have 24 hours a day, just like Einstein, Beyonce, and Elon Musk. But somehow, your 24 hours vanish. You wake up, scroll, work, rush, and collapse. The truth is, you don't need more time. You need more clarity. Because science shows that people don't run out of time. They run out of focus. And in this short video, I will be showing you how to maximize your time, one simple step after the other. You ever wake up and think, where did all my time go? You open your phone. 5 minutes vanish. You check one email, another 20 gone. By evening, you're staring at your to-do list, realizing you've been busy all day, yet somehow achieved nothing. Here's the harsh truth. You don't need more hours. You need more clarity. Because time doesn't disappear. It gets traded. Every second you spend is a vote for what matters most to you, whether you realize it or not. But here's the twist. Most of us are not in control of our time. We're trapped in invisible habits, mental loops that keep us distracted, unfocused, and reactive. It's not your fault. It's how your brain is wired. You and I both get 24 hours, the same as Einstein, same as Beyonce, same as anyone who ever made history. The difference isn't time, it's attention. Science has proven that time doesn't feel shorter because it is shorter. It feels shorter because we're constantly scattering our focus across too many things. The goal of this video isn't to teach you to do more. It's to show you how to finally own your hours, scientifically. If you've ever felt like there's just never enough time in a day, comment "That's me" below. Let's see how many of us feel this way. 2. Why you always feel rushed. Here's the crazy part. According to researchers from Harvard and Stanford, the average person loses over 40% of their productivity every single day. Not from laziness, but from what's called attention residue. Every time you switch from one task to another, reply to a message, check social media, glance at a notification, your brain doesn't instantly move on. A part of your attention stays stuck on the last thing you were doing. That leftover mental noise is attention residue, and it's silently killing your ability to focus. We like to believe we're multitasking geniuses, but neuroscience is brutal about this. The human brain can't multitask on complex things. What we're actually doing is called task switching, and it burns cognitive fuel faster than anything else. You know that drained feeling after a busy day where you got nothing meaningful done? That's not fatigue, that's cognitive exhaustion from micro-switching hundreds of times. Stanford research shows that chronic multitaskers actually perform worse on memory and focus tests. They feel more rushed, but achieve less. So no, you're not bad at time management. You're just fighting biology. You don't need another planner. You need to fix how your brain perceives time. Because time isn't slipping away. Your focus is. Be honest. How often do you catch yourself multitasking? Comment "guilty" if you can relate. I'll heart a few who admit it. 3. The science of planning. Let's talk about your brain, specifically the prefrontal cortex. It's the CEO of your mind. It's the part responsible for decision-making, planning, and self-control. But here's the catch. It has limited battery life. Every decision you make, like what to wear, what to eat, what to work on, drains that battery a little. That's why after making dozens of small choices, you end up feeling mentally exhausted before you've even tackled the big stuff. So, how do you protect that mental energy? Simple. You externalize your planning. Neuroscientists call this a cognitive unload. When you write things down, your goals, your plans, your next steps, your brain literally relaxes. It stops looping the same unfinished thoughts in your head. This is known as the Zeigarnik effect, the psychological phenomenon where your brain keeps replaying incomplete tasks until they're recorded somewhere. That's why you think about work when you're trying to sleep. Your brain is trying to keep the tab open, afraid you'll forget. But when you write it down, your mind says, okay, it's safe now. That single act frees up mental RAM, letting your prefrontal cortex focus on what matters now. So, planning isn't about perfection, it's about peace. It's giving your brain a roadmap so it can stop panicking about getting lost. Tonight, try writing down every unfinished thought before bed. Then tomorrow, come back and comment, "It worked," if your mind felt calmer. 4. The rule of 3. Win small, win fast, win deep. You've probably tried those massive to-do lists before. 15, 20, sometimes 30 tasks in one day. And by evening, you've checked off 3, maybe 4. The rest just sit there, mocking you. Here's what science says. The human brain can only hold 3 to 4 meaningful goals in working memory at once. That's it. Go beyond that, and your brain starts cutting corners. Your focus fractures and your motivation plummets. So here's the rule. Plan only 3 priorities per day. 1 big, 1 medium, 1 small. That's your rule of 3. Your big priority is your deep work, the thing that truly moves your life forward. Your medium one is maintenance, the practical task that keeps your world stable. And your small one, that's for your soul, something that restores you, even for 10 minutes. When you plan this way, you stop living reactively and start living intentionally. Because progress isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things completely. Win small, win fast, win deep. That's how momentum is built, one clear day at a time. Tomorrow, plan just 3 priorities. 1 big, 1 medium, 1 small. If you're in, comment rule of 3, so I know you're trying it too. 5. Why you can't stay focused all day and shouldn't try to. Ever notice how you start the day strong, then hit a wall by 2 p.m.? That's not laziness, it's biology. Your brain works in natural waves called ultradian rhythms, roughly 90-minute cycles of high focus followed by 15 to 20 minutes of low energy. You're designed to focus, then recover. According to psychologist Anders Ericsson, the man who studied elite performers, the best in every field from athletes to musicians rarely work in endless grinds. They train in focused sprints, 90 minutes of deep effort, then recovery. No distractions, no switching, just presence. The secret isn't discipline, it's rhythm. You can't fight your biology, you have to dance with it. So instead of forcing yourself to work all day, structure your time into energy blocks. When your mind is fresh, do the hard stuff. When your energy dips, rest, walk, breathe. Because productivity isn't about squeezing more hours, it's about aligning your energy with your goals. You manage your time by managing your state. Let's test something. What's your most productive time of day? Comment morning, afternoon, or night below. I'm curious when your brain works best. 6. Turn your days into progress. Here's something almost no one talks about. Your brain doesn't learn from experience. It learns from reflecting on experience. Without reflection, every day just blurs into the next. A loop of activity with no growth. But with reflection, even a single day can reshape your direction. So at night, take 5 minutes. Just ask yourself, what did I complete? What did I learn? What will I do differently tomorrow? Neuroscience shows that when you reflect, you strengthen the neural pathways behind those lessons. Your brain literally rebuilds itself around your insights. That's how small improvements compound into massive results. Productivity isn't about doing more things. It's about becoming more aware of what works. If you want to make time for everything, start by making time for yourself, even 5 quiet minutes to think. Because reflection turns busy days into meaningful ones. You don't need more time, you need more intention. The difference between being busy and being fulfilled isn't luck, it's clarity. Time doesn't serve the rushed, it serves the focused. So stop chasing hours and start choosing what actually matters. And if you want to go deeper, I've put everything I've learned about focus, time management, and productivity inside my new ebook. The link's in the description. If this helped you, hit like and subscribe for more science-backed strategies to master your mind and your time.